And we are back with another episode of TikTok and Mimosas. This is Jennifer, and we also have
Amanda
and Anna.
We are recording virtually. We're what?
I said or anal if you're reading the screen.
You know, I never actually put that together. Anna
She
L
said
is
it on the
anal.
last one, I think.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Hashtag disconnected.
Yes, especially because we're recording virtually on our laptops because we're not all together in the same room.
I'm not even
One
in
of
the
us-
same state or time zone.
Yeah, Amanda's traveling and we've been all over the place. So we're recording virtually to bring you
Hopefully
this.
the last time too. I said hopefully the last time too, because once I get my second vaccine, we'll be able to get back to business.
Yeah, hopefully next time we record, we can be in the same room together.
Yes.
But our topic for this episode is pretty exciting. It's the weirdest places we've ever had sex. Hi. So, I'll start. Several years ago, I was dating someone and we were at the Edgar Allan Poe Museum.
I love this
And
already.
I gave him a blowjob. Yes.
At the Edgar Allan Poe Museum.
At the museum, because here's the thing. It was closing time and we were the only ones there. And we looked around and we didn't see any cameras. So I was like, let me just suck you off real quick and we'll be out of here. After having learned about Edgar Allan Poe and his weird life, So yeah, here I am
Where is this museum?
looking around I really hope no one can see us.
It's being recorded. They're all in there watching.
Show.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, Amanda. I'm sure there was security cameras and there's a security office where all the security guards are gathered around the camera circuit and just watching you go to town.
Yeah,
There was,
these
one
dummies
employee-
think we left them in here by themselves. We're all just watching from the other room.
Yeah.
And they were they were alone. That's cute. Oh, look what she's doing.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah.
I don't make a mess in a museum. So of course I swallowed,
Mhm.
gotta keep
What else could you do?
yeah. Yeah, because I'm thoughtful. So yeah, I blew someone in the Edgar Allan Poe Museum in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty amazing.
He had a big dick.
It was also on display in the museum.
It was on display in my mouth.
Oh Lord Jesus.
So that is one of my stories. I'd like to pass the torch on to Anna.
Oh Lord. I have three that are super memorable. The first one that I thought about, I started going all the way back. So back in high school, that's when I started becoming sexually active, but I was with my high school sweethearts. We were together for 3.5 years through high school, but we were next door neighbors. So because we were 15, 16, 17 years old, we didn't have a place to do it. So we would break into empty apartments and do it there. This is 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. So the apartments didn't have the technology where you use a keypad to get in or cameras or anything like that. It was just breaking in a window. We would make clears on the screen windows.
And you were funny as fuck.
Yeah, I was literally breaking and entering. I was committing a crime every time I wanted to have sex. 3.5 years.
3.5 years? Damn.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to get laid and we just didn't have a place to do it. So
It's an empty apartment. You just fuck on the floor or whatever. Okay.
The floor, the stairs, the kitchen counter, like basically like but yeah, like we were completely like empty.
Yeah.
And luckily we never got caught ever. Like not even close. But I think it was also because it was such a large apartment complex and there were so many empty apartments that like we never had like a shortage of, places to do it.
Anna, you reminded me of when I was out of high school because I didn't lose my virginity till I was like 18 and a half. But when I was, we went to this abandoned house it looked like it was haunted. There was like a lot of trash and rubble and shit. And I know it sounds shitty. But, like, you would just get on the floor and do it. But I would like take off my pants and he would like put it in real quick and then we'd call it a day. But yeah, it was an abandoned house. So honestly, there were ghost stories. We like heard ghost stories about this place. So I was like, maybe we should do it in there.
It's like instead of ghost stories of like dead people, though, it's like ghost stories of like bad lays in the haunted house. Like this one time he came before he even took his pants off.
No, I'm thinking like it's probably not even like haunted. It's probably people who break in
and are moaning.
Have sex and they're like, oh shit, a ghost, and it's really Jennifer being like boned.
I'm very local. I can't help it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like it probably wasn't even haunted. It was probably like someone breaking in, listening to someone else who broke in and have sex. So
they're like, certainly no one's having sex in this creepy ass place, so it must be a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
When I actually do die one day in the distant future, I'm definitely gonna haunt someone, but like in a sexy way. I'll be like
giving them wet dreams.
Haunt you in her lingerie and like tries to blow you.
They're just gonna like blow someone while they're asleep.
I'll blow someone in their sleep and they'll be like, why am I hard all of a sudden?
Yeah, wet dreams. Or like we've never been able to understand why people like, come so quickly or something. And it's like, well, I'm actually getting like a threesome right now. It's just one of them's a ghost. So
I'll be the sexiest ghost that ever haunted.
Yeah.
It's my goal. Hashtag goal.
Have either of you guys fucked on a plane?
No.
Okay, I have not either. But I was curious, I felt like one of you guys had to have. But yeah, there's been definitely times where it's like contemplated, but I think I was scarred for life. I was on a plane when I was 16, and the person next to me got like arrested, and so I was like, I ain't fucking around on a plane. So they're like, as soon as we land, because he was like smoking in there too. So it was like, they were like going on their anniversary trip or some shit like that, but he kept smoking too. So it was really the smoking that got him busted. But really, I was like, either way, I was like, I'm nope, no thanks. I'm not fucking around on a plane.
I'm too much of a coward to fuck on a plane. Because I mean,
it also seems gross.
It's gross. You're in basically a latrine on a plane.
Yeah, it's like fucking in a porta potty. Has anyone ever fucked in a porta potty?
No, I'm not. No, that's one thing. When I was in the military, never fucked in a porta john because those are fucking gross.
They're nasty. Yeah.
People draw X's on the walls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. No, porta potty, like as adventurous as I am, that would be a no for me.
It's like
I'll do it in an abandoned house with a bunch of shit lying around, but I've got standards, okay?
You're like, I push the trash aside and
lay a blanket over it.
Yeah. I was against the wall. I didn't lie down, okay?
Yeah.
So any fun places yourself?
Who are you talking to?
You, sex kitten.
I feel like they're like mediocre fun, right? Like in the ocean, in a pool, in a lot of different vehicles.
What's it like fucking in a pool though? Because do you keep your moisture or do you kind of, I don't know.
The pool was a super long time ago. I remember it not being, because it's like chlorinated water, so it's not like lubrication.
No.
Yeah.
I did it in a jacuzzi once. And you'd think that would be really sexy. It's not.
No, yeah.
It's not at all. I mean, it feels good to be in the jacuzzi, but you don't have any lubrication and you're just like, you're like chafing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it in a pool too, and it's not too fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to check off the bucket list and say, yeah, I fucked in the pool, but I don't want to do it again ever. Like I got the haunted house down. I think I'm set, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Oh, go ahead, Jennifer.
I was just going to say quickly that I did bone in a Home Depot parking lot once. I was dating someone in Virginia, like different guy. And I was super horny. We were driving around and I was like, babe, you just gotta pull over anywhere, somewhere.
I right now.
I've done that too with a mall parking lot.
Oh, you didn't know?
It was like there's people everywhere. Like you can like see people walking around. It's like,
oh my God. I did do it at the airport parking lot. Right before I got on a flight, and I was like, it was short window because someone walked up and was about to see us, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
I have given a blowjob at the airport parking lot myself. It was one of those like goodbye blowjobs because I knew that I wasn't going to see this person for like 2 weeks. So I was like, all right, babe, bye. A week when I return, you know.
That's the best goodbye ever.
Yeah.
A lot of like camping and wilderness ones too, like out in the middle of nowhere, hiking or camping or something. But
I want to do that because I love the outdoors, and believe it or not, I've never like done it outdoors, like camping or hiking or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I've done it camping. It's not as sexy as you might think, because you're gross.
Right. Yeah.
You're real not fresh down there.
Yeah.
You've been hiking for miles, you come back, you put up the tent.
That's why you do it after you go swimming. Like, so I've also done where you're like, what's that?
No, that's like after you go hiking, jump in the river, just like
throw
a dub down there and go at it.
I didn't have a river at my disposal. I just had baby wipes. Exactly, like I wasn't pineapple fresh down there.
Yeah. Hashtag pineapple fresh. Hey, yes.
Got pineapples on her boobs.
Back it up so we can see more.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I'll be taking a couple pictures with this winter. So
yes,
I just have on a regular bra, so nothing crazy.
I have just plain see-through.
Ooh,
strappy straps.
So if you're watching our YouTube, you can see us in our, underwear and or see-through things.
I also have outer space leggings on.
I have outer space leggings.
So I have some out of this world booty now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lord. Yeah. Hashtag goals. So even though I have not done it camping, I once did it with one of my boyfriends. I did it. We went for a walk in the park at night, and he, out of nowhere, he was like, pull down your pants. And I was like, what? He's like, pull down your pants. And I'm like, for what? He's like, because I'm telling you to. So we were like in the middle of a field. Thank goodness it was nighttime. It was like 10 at night. First of all, we weren't even supposed to be in the park. But we just went for a walk anyways, because we're like fucking rebels. We go to the middle of the field, like literally in the middle of the field, and he tells me to pull down my pants, and then we start having sex, and I'm like, there's a possibility that people are watching because it's one of those parks that's surrounded by homes, by residences.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance that maybe someone got a peek.
There was like, I don't know, like a whole wall full of people with telescopes on their porch. I don't know. Maybe they just like stargazing around here. Not really sure, but
we just like went for it. I mean, the adrenaline was like good, but at the same time, it's so weird because like when I think about that now, because this was like, I don't know, like 10 years ago, I would never do that now. Like I would be so terrified of getting caught.
yeah.
Back then I was like, yeah, fuck, let's go for it. But you know,
That's
I had
part of the fun. That's part of the fun, though. It's like the chance of getting caught.
Okay, so who would you and wouldn't you get caught by? Because we were having a funny conversation over here right before this started. And he's like, I can help you come up with a good story. We'll just, because we're staying at his brother's house. He's like, why don't we just go fuck in the closet while he's in the other room? And I was like, part of me's like, that sounds fun. And the other part of me's like, but it's your brother. Like, I think family is off limits a little bit. It's like too weird when your family catches you.
Yeah. No, I want to be caught by like a random stranger.
Yeah, someone I don't have to see ever again.
Exactly.
Or like worry about like what they think about me.
Yeah, not to go off topic, but my mom walked in on me having sex with a boyfriend. And it was as horrifying as it sounds because I was 2 weeks away from not 2 weeks, 1 week away from my 18th birthday, and he was already 18. My mom wanted to press like rape charges, like she went and talked to his mom. It was like a big fucking deal. But this was my high school sweetheart. We had been dating for like this is why we broke up.
And you were doing it responsibly because we heard about the birth control.
Yeah, exactly. So I was already on birth control. He was my next door neighbor. He was part of the family, basically.
Yeah.
At the time, we had been together for 3.5 years, and we would have stayed together had it not been for that incident. But my mom
just that one incident?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Damn.
That's why we broke up that time, because my mom walked in. She's like, you can't see him anymore. You have to get a job or go to school. So I got a job and I moved out. Yeah. But definitely being caught by family, especially your parents, is not the fucking business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, it took a long time for us to like work past that because it was like a horrible time. It just, you know, I was already like a bad child in a sense that like I was very rebellious, but like that happening made me like 10 times worse. Because like I said, my parents were like, get a job or go to school. And I'm like, well, if I go to school, that means I have to stay here. If I get a job, I can earn money. It means that I can move out. So I literally like got a job and bounced out.
Yeah. I have a lot of almost getting caught stories, that's for sure. Or getting caught stories.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite ones, it feels like it was like an episode of some kind of humorous TV show. It was at my boyfriend at the time's parents' house because he was still living with his parents because we were in high school, right? So it was like his family had a townhouse. So all the bedrooms were upstairs and then like the living space was downstairs. So we decide that since his parents were out, we're going to go fuck in the shower, which is attached to his parents' bedroom. Except they came home. So then we did this like, I don't know, like everyone creeping around situation. So the stairs comes up into the middle of the upstairs. And then all the rooms are kind of like in a circle around the stairs. So right when you come up the stairs, to the left is his bedroom, to the right is the bathroom, and that bathroom goes into his parents' bedroom, and then the bedroom comes out at the end of the hallway. So they're coming up the stairs. I'm creeping ass naked through the bathroom, through their bedroom, trying to come out their bedroom door as they're going in the bathroom so that I can run through the hallway back to his bedroom and hide. But I was like trapped in their bedroom naked for a minute because like mom went in the bathroom and closed the bathroom and was like using the bathroom. But then dad was like talking to him and he's like in a towel at the stairs and like, so today, blah, 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 or whatever they're talking about. And I'm like just trapped in between. I'm like, either way, like either he's going to come in the bedroom or she's going to come out of the bathroom. Someone's going to find me and I'm not going to know what to do. And he managed to like stall it long enough for like the like whole cycle to happen where like he came in the bathroom, she was still in there, and I like got out the doorway and into his bedroom as she was going into her bedroom. This is like a disaster.
Oh, so beautiful.
I want to film that as a scene. That sounds like
it was like it needs to be like an aerial so you can see where everyone's in a different room at the same time.
Oh
and
my
we
God.
definitely had sex.
We're like just like, oh God.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and we had sex in the basement all the time because the basement was like a little like hangout living room for like him and his brother. But the laundry room was down there too. So we'd be like fucking on the couch in the basement and she would come down to do laundry and I would literally just like hide behind the armrest of the sofa and like till she did laundry and left.
Oh my God, Amanda.
No, you know what though? But I did that too. Like I did that too. Because again, like when you don't have a place, when you're like young and horny, like like I remember one time I had to hide with that same boyfriend, and we're totally like going off topic, but not. But there were times that I would have to hide in the closet.
Yeah.
Like because his mom would come in and just like catch up with him, like, hey, how was your day? My goodness, this, blah, blah. And he would be like, just like, mom, yep. And I'm in the closet, like, oh my God. Like,
trying to cover your tits and your pussy, like, oh God.
You can't breathe, you can't cough, you can't sneeze, you can't do
Don't move. Yeah.
Nothing.
The floor might squeak. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, the closest I ever had to getting caught like in that way was I was with my very first sexual partner. It was like only the second time we'd ever done it, and we didn't have a place to go either. So we were at his place, and you know, his mom was home, but she was in her room sleeping, and we were like in his closet. And so we started to do it, but my head was like banging against the closet wall, and so she heard that. And so she like came in, and we were like getting our shit on. We were like, we're not doing anything. We're just hanging out.
You were there, and she heard that, and she still was like, okay.
Yeah, so I had to leave. Well, I just left. I was like, I can't even get laid around here. Like the first time we did it was my first time ever having sex, and he had to leave after 10 minutes because it was his curfew. I'm like, bro, this is my first time. You're gonna leave because you can get in trouble one night.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I had a curfew myself, and I was like very like I'm not about to get busted.
Yeah, because then it's all gone.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Time.
You know where I really want to have sex though, which I've never had sex. I mean, I've had sex in cars, right? Like all my thoughts. But I want to drive out somewhere under the stars and just like fuck in the bed of a truck.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So that kind of brings me to my last place, like the weirdest place that I've had sex. It's not as romantic as that, but okay. So I was seeing this guy like many years ago. I was very young in my like late 20s. So I was seeing this guy, and at the time, I forget what happened to my car. I cannot recall if it broke down, it was in the shop, or what happened, but he picked me up and dropped me off at home, right? So I was not supposed to spend the night because I worked the next morning. So I ended up spending the night, and then at like 5:30 or 6 in the morning, when the sun was about to come out, he's like, shit, like we overslept. Like, I need to get you back to your apartment so you can get ready, so you can get to work. So he lived in Irvine, in Orange County, and he's driving me back to Irvine is in like kind of like South Orange County. I lived in North Orange County. So anyway, so he's driving me up to my apartment, and we're just like kind of like talking about like the night, and we're recalling it and how hot it was. And out of nowhere, he pulls over on the 5 freeway. And mind you, this is like 5:30 or 6 in the morning. He pulls over on the freeway, just like off the side of the road, like didn't exit or nothing, like literally off the side of the freeway. He comes around, he like opens the door, like the passenger door, takes me out, bends me over the hood of the car, and just like doing me. Cars going by. Obviously, it wasn't like super busy at that time, but if a patrol would have been like, if like a police would have been like driving by, we would have been arrested for sure. But I mean, like it was just like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It was like a 2-minute quickie, and just like when he was done, pulled his pants up, threw me in the passenger seat, and finished driving me back home. So
hot.
It was. But again, I don't know if I would do that now. I would be terrified, like, like you know, like sheriff lights just going off.
Responsibilities.
Sorry, what are you doing? Sorry, officer. I was getting. I don't know.
Exactly.
Heimlich. I was choking. He was giving me the Heimlich maneuver.
With his cock.
Yeah.
I was choking on his dick, so we pulled over and he like.
Yeah.
tried.
I will say there's just something so sexy about fucking in a car, like whether front passenger seat, like you're riding him in the back seat. It's just like you just have to have him. Like and roadhead, that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although the way they design cars now, it's kind of hard to give roadhead because of the console.
Yeah, seriously. So while we were driving out to where we are, we rented like this Denali, like, SUV. And I was like, I don't think I can actually give you roadhead without like being on you. Because it's like, the center console is like huge and high. And you like, it was a disaster. I was like, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah.
So to all automakers out there, please design a console that
like slides back or some shit.
Slides back so that we can give our man some roadhead.
Yeah.
You remember like those cars from like the 1960s that
but also
just a bench?
Yeah.
Just keep those.
Also, whoever designs the center console that slides back on a track or however you're going to do it, you get to like call it the DTM console or some shit. You get to name it after us. You're welcome. You're going to make millions of dollars.
The DTM feature.
Yeah, the DTM feature. DTM package. The DTM package.
The car come with the DTM feature. And then they'll know that it's like the center console that slides back.
Yeah. Also,
they'll probably end up calling it the RH feature, though.
Yeah. So it should be the DTM RH.
We'll know where it came from.
Well,
and they have a special on, Steak and RH Day where they're on sale.
I'm all for that.
Starting Valentine's Day until Steak and RH Day, cars with the DTM feature are on sale, so you can pick up your roadhead car to get your steak and roadhead on Steak and RH Day.
I cannot wait to get roadhead at some point in the hopefully near future.
I just want some like little steak. Like I have not had steak in a while. Like the actual food. Like I'm not even not steak. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna order that for dinner. Maybe I'm gonna like Uber Eats some Masters or something tonight. Treat myself.
And then, give the Uber Eats delivery driver a blowjob. Send a hot one, please.
They do that like contact-free delivery now, so you can't even tell because like what they do, like they'll drop off the food and then they'll just like ring the doorbell down.
Yeah.
They're over it.
And to be fair, I've never actually met like a hot Grubhub driver.
That is very true. I have never.
Just give me my pizza and leave.
Yeah, I'm even skeptical of eating some of the food I get based on the delivery drivers.
Oh, you find like some French fries missing, or like there's a bite off your pizza.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know. I have drinks go missing all the time. Ugh. All right. Yeah. So top place before we close it out. Top place that you would want to.
Other than the truck bed under the stars out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. That's
under a waterfall.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I'd love to fuck somewhere in the forest, but like not in a tent, but just like having just freshly showered.
Yeah. Being helicopter dropped into the forest.
Yeah.
I still want to like do the Mile High Club. I still want to do it in an airplane, but I think I would want I probably would want to be bougie and do it in like a private jet or something, like a private airplane.
I'd be all aboard on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like every one, like 100 and some people in this plane all using the same bathroom, and then I don't even touch, even when I need to use the bathroom, I don't want to touch any of that shit. I will hold it as long as possible to avoid ever having to use a bathroom in an airplane. Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know if you girls have ever seen this or if you were ever watching documentaries, but like Playboy, the brand, Hugh Hefner, he used to have his own Playboy airplane. I'm sure a lot of nasty shit happened there. And honestly, I would have loved to be one of the people attending because I would have partaken in those, shenanigans.
It's like they had their own plane design, just like we're asking to have our own like vehicle designed. Yeah. It's like specifically the gross things happen over here, but there's also still,
Yeah, it's like
basically good fucking area.
Like an orgy on, in the sky. Like I would be down for that. Like if there was, oh my God, That's like a good idea. I'm gonna tell all my friends to do like sex parties. I'm gonna be like, hey, would you consider doing like a private jet orgy?
Oh my God, invite us.
Can I go? I've never been to a sex party, but
also call that like Mile High DTM Club or some shit. Everything gets named after us.
Yeah.
DTM Sky High Orgy.
I'm curious about doing it on a train, maybe like in our own personal train car, you know, if we're doing like a long trip.
Oh yeah.
I'd be down to fuck on a train.
I feel like that would be too easy though, because like there's so many places, like so many trains that have, you know, like if you're doing like long road trips where you have your own car, I feel like that would be like relatively easy.
Yeah.
I think it's just the like you said, like the adrenaline rush of like doing it somewhere where you're not supposed to do.
Oh, maybe we'll have our weird place to have sex right now when we're recording.
He's having sex right now.
Well, to close out as we wrap up this episode,
I thought I could get an anonymous story to come from the background, but he doesn't want to tell it. About fucking in barracks and stuff, but
yeah, definitely did that.
Yeah.
It's not very exciting, to be honest.
He's got some good ones, but maybe we'll have a day where he can write them all up and I can just read them like stories. There's some really good ones.
In a sexy voice.
Yeah.
Well, to close out this episode, we would like to thank our supporters. We could not do what we do without you. And we have a new supporter, Crispin Burke. So thank you, Crispin. He's actually a military veteran. So thank you for your service. I salute you, sir.
I salute you with my titties.
Salute with your titties.
Salute with your titties then, Anna, on the YouTube. So thank you for
kissing. We can't go too far. We'll get kicked off like every other thing on the internet.
I know, seriously.
Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate your support. Thank you for listening, and ladies,
watching.
Anything?
I think that's good. So wrap.
To become a supporter, you can go to our Instagram at dicktalk_n_mimosas. Click the link in our bio to become a supporter. It could be $1, $5, or $10. And
$10, don't be a cheap ass.
Don't be a cheap ass.
Don't be a cheap ass.
Every dollar helps. So we appreciate your support. And whenever we reach 500 followers, which is going to be very soon, we're going to start a Patreon where we'll have, you know, perks and things like that. So we'll give you all the details as soon as we hit 500 followers. So
share with some friends.
Perky dicks, perky tits, all the perks.
All the perks.
All right.
Yeah.
Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye. Go suck some dicks.
Suck some dicks.